Right, hello everyone. We're back for our Academy, round 5 of the season, Singapore. Short qualifying, 25% race, as we are doing this season. I am just going to invite someone in. I planned to plan this, and I was going to be doing this with Hydro, but I didn't realise he's actually PC Hydro, so I can't do this with him today. But I'm going to invite in someone, and I'm going to try Top Gotcha first. Who did co-coms with Runner last night on Tier 1. See if he wants to be my guinea pig. Come on, Top G. Join me, Top G. Come on, Top G. Let's try someone else then. Let's see if I could get Reaper in the boss man. So we've got to be a bit careful. We've not got Andrews at the moment, so between us, Reaper and well, Reaper's running the lobby basically. So just invite everyone. Hopefully someone will join if I just invite everyone. I'll probably end up with 4 in the chat. Don't want that. What about Hoff? Let's talk. Yes, Hoff. Mr. Hoff. Hello. I do now. Should be able to click your box, I think.
Yeah, I'm in.
Excellent.
Booking in.
Right. I've been going around sending people invites, and you're the only person that joins. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Basically, we are live on stream, so and you're here for a quick interview, okay?
Alright.
So we've not done anything like this before, and or not in ARC we haven't, and so it's just a bit of fun. I've got a couple of serious questions first, okay? And then we'll just then it's just a bit of fun after that, all right? So,
Okay.
right. So obviously today's race is our academy. Our academy
Yep.
set up Andrew's baby, really. That he set up and everything, and I guess the whole reason of our academy is for people to learn. So what are you looking to take away from our academy this season? What's your main goal coming the end of the season?
Learn not to crash. That's like my honest answer, really. Learn
That's
to do
it's a good
stuff
one, to be
better
fair.
and yeah, maybe learn my setups a bit better and racing. I can race some tracks with no assists on, but there's some tracks on here that we don't really race that often. So
Okay,
I'll learn how to race those without any assists. So, yeah.
that's cool. So it's not so much about how well you do in the championship in this one. It's more about
Not
learning and
really. It's just about practice. Yeah.
yeah, that's good. That's good. And as you say, you're learning some to get rid of some assists as well, which is fantastic, and that's what all our goals are, I think, ultimately. So yeah, that'll be great. Um, that's lovely. I'm not going to hold you up too much because I'm just aware that it's a little bit late and I don't want to take out your quality time. So what we'll do is we'll get straight on to
Oh, that's all right.
the sort of more fun questions, okay? So, right, this first part off, we are going to do, so it's a sort of a what or who is your favourite, okay? And it's
All right. Yeah.
just quick fire questions, one after the other. So we will start with what is your favourite colour?
Blue.
What's your favourite food?
Meatballs. Swedish meatballs.
Nice. What's your favourite animal?
Um. Cat.
Formula One team.
Hmm. Aston Martin.
Favourite drink?
Rafe Energy.
Good answer. Who's your favourite singer or band? And it could be past or present.
ABBA.
Okay. Favourite football team?
I don't like football. West Ham. There we
Okay.
go.
Favourite Formula One track?
Um, Saudi Arabia.
Nice. Favourite TV show?
Bonus Family. It's a Swedish TV show.
Okay. Who was your
Yeah.
favourite Doctor Who?
I don't like Doctor Who.
Okay. Favourite Formula One
Sorry.
driver? Again, past or present.
Um, oh, can I do two?
Yeah.
Like the GOAT one, Michael Schumacher, and my favourite Formula One driver, probably Sebastian Vettel.
Nice. Okay. And obviously you are an admin in Arc. So other than yourself, who is your favourite Arc admin?
Um,
Not to put you on the spot
McQueen.
or anything. McQueen.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
excellent.
funny
Um,
lad.
that's our quick fire questions done. So well done. Nice answers on them. Particularly like
Yeah.
Goat, Michael Schumacher, and yeah, and a drink cancer. That was quite quick. That was quick thinking. So one final question, and I'll let you go. And that question is. And this will be for anybody listening that does an interview moving forward. This question will be different every week, so don't think you can think of an answer for next week in case I call you in. So this first week, you are getting if you could be. All right. So if you could be a bird, what bird would you be and why?
Probably be a pigeon because I get fed stuff, you know.
Fair
Um,
enough. That's a decent
yeah.
answer, mate. That's okay. That's good. I like it.
All right.
Yeah. Well, excellent. Well, thanks for joining me. Especially as we didn't sort of pre-arrange this with you. I was going to be doing Hydro. I didn't realise he was on PC, so I'll have to sort
Um,
that out. There is a way I could do cross-platform, but I can't. Not at short notice like that. So
I think
um,
I think if he had downloaded the Xbox app on his PC, he can
yeah,
like join parties and stuff.
that's one way.
Or
Yeah. You could do it that way, or you could do it through a Discord chat. So, but
yeah.
yeah, I'll sort it out in a way so we can involve everybody. But yeah, thanks very much for joining me, mate, and for your answers. And I wish
All
you
right.
all the best with the season and getting those assists off and seeing how you get on.
All right.
All right,
Thank you very
cheers,
much.
mate.
Remember
Good
to
luck.
drink Rafe. Discount code ALC rating at 10% off at checkout. Bye.
See you later, mate. Well, that was half our Swede from Birmingham. Um, okay, Hydro, I've just seen your message there. So you got the Xbox app and Discord on PC for next one. If you got the Xbox app, I think that probably is the easiest way. So yeah, we'll definitely look at doing that. So if I mark you in for next week, Hydro, um, and I'll speak to you next week. Have a bit of fun. But as I say, that question will change. You won't get the bird one again. It'll be completely different. So no good trying to think ahead to it. You gotta think on your feet. That's what it is. So anyway, it is 4:02. I don't know if we're waiting for. Oh no, we have readied up now. So where's Reaper? Is he readied up? Yeah, if Reaper's readied up, we're definitely ready to go. So anyway, as I say, short qualifying, 25% race, and thank you to those out there that have joined us already. These races have been really good each week. I did forget to say to Hoff, thank you for stepping in for me for comms last time out, but I went very well. But so I'm back now. So into qualifying we go. Singapore, one of the street tracks of the season. Seems to be getting more and more of them, doesn't there, as seasons go on. I don't know about the new. What is it this season? New one, Las Vegas, isn't it? Is that a street track? The new Las Vegas one? I'm not sure. I probably won't know until the next game, but we'll see. Good luck, all, says Hydro. Thanks, Hydro. Good luck to you too, buddy. Singapore, definitely one of the most challenging tracks of the season. Very high downforce. Well, some will use maximum downforce. Some just lower their downforce slightly just to give themselves a slight chance of overtaking in the slight possibilities there is this season around here. It is slight possibilities, but there is usually overtakes around here. It's not like Monaco where it's everybody follow the leader sort of thing, if you can keep up with them. It's particularly down. The main opportunity comes down towards, I think it's turn 6. At the end of the DRS zone there. But the DRS zone is reasonably short, so it's why it makes it really difficult. Those that don't know, maybe, this track for this season, the 2023 season in real life, this track has seen a major overhaul of Sector 3. So if you look at your track map down there in the bottom right hand side of the screen, where the 3 is, those turns there, so the left-hander, right-hander, and left-hander, have all been removed, and that is just going to be one long straight heading down to the final corner with DRS to improve the overtaking. It also is going to take around about 15. We're not sure yet, obviously, because they haven't raced it yet, but we think around about 15 to 17 seconds off of the lap time as well. So it's going to be interesting, I guess. But I for one, think it maybe ruins it slightly, but I guess until they actually race it, we don't know. So first out on track then is Hoff, despite being in for the interview, he still managed to get out first. So let's do the hilly hop lap with him once he gets round. So for this season though, before they remove that, sort of change that Sector 3, it does remain, top of my head, I think the second longest lap of the season behind Spa. I don't think there's any others. So that's probably right. There might be others that are close, but I think that's probably about right. Obviously Abu Dhabi would have been up there, but they changed that. Hoff across the line in a way, so we head down to turn 1, 2 and 3. So down, take the sort of momentum into turn 2, down to second for turn 3. Open the steering up, get on the power, head up to turn 4. Got to take the power through there, and you've got to be able to get on the power early, going on to the longest straight of the lap. Turn 5 is just this sort of nothing corner, kink in the road pretty much. Turn 6, the best overtaking opportunity. You could take loads of curb on the inside. Good idea to use that. Slow right hander, definitely down second, slowest corner of the lap. Through the left hander, much like the average, you've got to take the momentum through. Hoff does that very nicely. And And again on this corner you can use loads of curb on the inside. And this part of the track, so we're going over the bridge this time, and this is, you've got to be careful getting on the power. It's tricky at the best of times. Down second longest straight of the track. Will be another overtaking opportunity, but again it's a short DRS zone, so Hoff has invalidated there, but we're going to stick with him because he looks like he's going to continue to see what he could have done. And again, another part where you can use a lot more curb this season than you could last. And through the final bits. So those bits we've just seen, the last 4 corners, they're the bits that are being removed for next season. Round what is my favourite corner of the season. It's long left-hander. Hoff has a spin on it. Can we find somebody else just to finish the lap? So here's Kyle. Just see, it's like a double apex, long left-hander, and it's a strange corner. There really is nothing else like it throughout the whole of the season. Probably the closest thing to it is the right-hander in France, but it's not exactly the same. But anyway, early doors then. Daguner 38.5, Hydro 38.9, Lee Craig 39.1, Narvik 39.3, Top Gotcha 41.3, Kyle 42.4. Here is Isaac. He's just going around the final few corners. Here's the final corner, 44.2. Gets one on the board, and he'll look to build from there. And next on track is Runner. Our star comes from last night. Did an absolutely fantastic job with Top Gotcha on Tier 1 when their first comms together. And I think they enjoyed it enough that they're going to continue on, hopefully. Fingers crossed, they've said they will. As long as nothing comes up to prevent that, then it'll be great news for ARC. So that's where we go under the bridge. It's not the same bridge, obviously, they're in completely different places. But there's just 2 bits of track. One you go over a bridge, one you go under. Here he comes. Yeah, like we saw with Huff, you just got to be a bit careful on the final corner, particularly if you're someone who loves to use an oversteery setup with a higher front wing than rear. It will try and pull you around into the pit wall, so you've just got to be a bit careful. I think somebody jumps up the standings a moment ago, but I can't. Oh, was it Top Gotcha? I think on a 41.3. Runner obviously 40.5 as we saw. Hi Nixon, yeah, you can join ARC. You actually join through Facebook. I'm just wondering if who is watching at the moment. Is Andrews there at all? Nixon, can I suggest there's going to be in a moment there will be someone joining called Arc Andrews, who's one of the bosses. He's on the oh, hang on, he's actually joined to race, so he'll be out on track, isn't he? Yeah, so you join for a Facebook group. Let me see if I could get the link a minute, Nixon, and I'll see if we get you in. Sorry guys, just I'll leave you Hoff's invalidated there, so let's go to Puffbeat, and I'll leave you with that just while I try and get the link a second. I'm never very good with these with all this sort of newfangled what do you call them? Oh, like social media stuff. It's not my thing. I leave it to the other admins to deal with this stuff because I'm not great with it. Oh, that's not it. Ah, there you go. Copy link. Oh, I found that a lot quicker than I expected to. There you go, Nixon. if you join that Facebook group, answer the entry questions. And I'm Arc Hilly, by the way, as you can see on the screen there, Arc Hilly 9505. Yeah, so join the group, answer the questions, and then one of the admins will give you the link to the Discord group. Okay. Just to let you know, this is the ARCademy. This is sort of an extra race we do for people try and hone their skills a little bit. And oh, who was that? Soft's had a little moment rain by the looks of it. But we also race on. We do F2 on Monday nights. We do a realistic tier, so realistic F1 performance cars on Thursday nights, and then we got 2 tiers of equal cars Formula 1 on Wednesday night and Saturday night. So those 2 tiers are full at the moment, but we can certainly accept reserves. We haven't got very many reserves, so that and you'd go on a waiting list. But I think F2 could do with another with a couple more drivers, and realistic, I'm not sure. I think there might be a space, but I'm not sure. And with our academy, you're always welcome to take a space. But Reaper invalidating there. Let's go to Kyle. Very nice. He's done 4 laps on these softs. Right. I suspect that because he's done multiple laps, I suspect that Kyle's just trying to do a little bit of practice here, much like Hoff I think is doing as well. They're just trying to get a bit of track practice in before the race, rather than worrying too much about qualifying. They may well come in next lap or 2 and go to a set to try and do 1 flying lap. But say at the moment, I think this is more about getting used to the track a little bit before the race. He's saying P8 though. Kyle, so he's doing alright. See if we can find somebody. There's one that's improving. Oinarfic. Oh, Puffy retires. Oh no, I think he's retired in the pits, is he? Okay, yeah, no, he's retired in the pits, Puffy. That's not on track. As you can see, the Sunday tier as well. They use their own, they design their own liveries for our academy. It's always cool to see what they come up with. And I have to say that Oinarfic's sort of purple with the white kind of stripe down the middle is, I don't know, there's something about this one that I rather quite like. It's one of my favourite ones I've seen. Oinarfic crosses the line, improves to a 38.5, and that puts him P3 for the moment. Daguna absolutely flying on a 37.5 now at the front. Lee Craig not improving. Daguna is on a lap. He's going through sector 2 at the moment. His livery kind of looks like I don't know, it's got like the orange of a cheetah or something, but a cheetah whose face has got a serious acne problem. That's the only way I can describe Daguna's livery. He's validated there. I hope he went this. I hope I just made him invalidate his lap. This is a Ferrari by the looks of it for Lee. Not quite, is it? It's not the right shade of red, shall we say. And through the final. Rose heads to the pits. Okay. The also runner was up. Who's that in front of him? Top G. Oh, that's like his commentary team. I think runner might feel like Gotcha got in the way a little bit there. It was improving runner. I don't know. He just caught the curb, didn't he? It seemed to bounce him across the track a little bit, and it may have ruined his lap. I don't think Top Gotcha got in the way literally. But I think it just made Runner maybe take his eye away from what he was doing. But he is still up, a couple of attempts. So he's definitely still got plenty of time left in that sector though. Which is kind of nice feeling. There's something nice about when you can complete a lap that puts you decent on the grid. He's already P6 and he's improving. So but there's something about that nice about when you complete a lap like that and then but you know full well you've made a mistake somewhere, you know you've got more time left. Here he comes, and see the way he swings the car around, uses the momentum the way to the car. 4 attempts improvement, but again, he's definitely got plenty more time because of that sector 2. And Andrew's just finished the lap, improved by 5.5 attempts. He's P10. So Isaac half a second down in sector 1, so I think he's on an in lap as well. Reaper, not sure about Reaper. I think he's on a hot lap. He goes 39.4 for Reaper. Goes into P6 just ahead of Puffbeat. Nice lap indeed. So, as you've seen him then, Kyle has pitted, put on a new set of softs. He's just over 2 attempts up, but he's forgotten to turn his energy on. Stick with him, but Isaac's on his... Oh no, Isaac's going down the escape road. It's a dead end, unfortunately. I guess that's where the road next season will go. It's just a season early, Isaac trying to go down there. Kyle then... Oh, he has turned his energy on now. A bit too late though. Save it to use for the whole lap. Still going to get another lap in. There, even if he uses it to the end of this lap, he's still going to have plenty left for the next lap, so no issue there really. A bit square there. So, comes in into the final corner as well. See, he sweeps it round as well. And improves himself by just over a tenth, but as we know, he did forget for quite a long time there, forgot to turn the energy on, so, and that will have a huge effect around a lap this long, so. Yeah, energy gone down, so he's definitely got it on now. See what difference it makes just in sector 1. Oh, he's half a second down. Yeah, okay. Let's go somewhere else then. Car might make it round. I don't know. It's going to touch and go for him, I think. So, Runner retires out. That is in the pits. Not improving. Anybody on an improvement? Here's one. Hydro on his very modern art style sort of livery. Just got saying Reaper's left the session. That's never good because he was host, wasn't he? So Hydro into P2 on a 38.1. Nice lap, Hydro. He's driving well recently. He did well last night. Particularly in the qualifiers. Something happened to him at the start of the race last night and knocked him down the order, but I'm not sure what happened. Wasn't caught on stream, so there's another driver improving. revs it up a little bit there. And into the final corner. What sort of improvement can he get? Is he still improvement? Across the line, yep, still keeps his improvement, just about a tenth. Didn't quite get Lee Craig, but very close to him. But in turn, Lee is improving also. Moment today, though. Gunnar looks like he's a bit of a world of his own here. But, well, no longer. 37.6 from Craig. Massive improvement in the final sector. Doesn't manage to pit Gunnar, but he's certainly just laid down a... Almost like he just slapped Gunnar across the face with a glove, that one. And I do challenge thee. Gunnar across the line, doesn't improve. Hydro's into the pits. Got Kyle maybe. No improvement going on there either. So that is the end. Kyle has a little moment. Just coming to the end of the lap. But that is the end of qualifying. We will head into our race. Only 25%, remember. So I think it's 15 laps here at Singapore. So, congratulations to the Gunnar, who takes pole. No whoopee this week. Realised. So the Gunnar on pole, just over a tenth to Lee Craig. Hydro P3, Oinarfik in 4, Spiky 5, Reaper 6, Puff P7, Runner in 8th, Hoff in 9th, Top Otcha P10, Kyle P11, Andrews 12, and Isaac P13. Might be a decent place to be down there at the back for Andrews and Isaac. Singapore, not an easy track, and it's definitely a difficult start to this to the lap here. So incidents, nothing really to speak of in that thing. It's a little moment with runner and top gotcha where it looks like runner might have been slightly impeded, but it wasn't a massive moment. As I said, I think it was more that the car ahead made runner sort of take his eye off of what he was doing, and he caught the curb on the inside, and it seems to bounce his car across the track slightly, which sort of he still improved on that lap, so he did well to still improve on that lap, but I think it probably cost him in the total of around about 4 attempts in total. Right, just gonna check the Discord because I'm a little bit worried that I saw Reaper's name come up as I'm going to take the opportunity, guys, just to grab another coffee. One I've got at the moment's gone absolutely stone cold, so I'll be back in just a moment. See you in a second. Okay, I'm back. Just waiting for the call. Hope everyone's having a good Easter Sunday out there. Whether you're, not everybody. I know myself. I don't celebrate it at all. I don't know. I think there's probably lots of people around the country that do celebrate it, or in the world that do celebrate it, and others that don't. But whatever you're doing, I hope you're having a fine day. Particularly, as I say, if it's a day spent with family, I hope you're having a good one. As the countdown begins to the ARCademy Singapore Grand Prix. He's going to come out on top this week. The Gooner looking very strong in qualifying, but Lee Craig just showed at the end that he's not got it all to himself. Lee's definitely got the pace to keep the Gooner honest here. Whether anybody else gets involved in that, we'll have to see. Time will tell. As the light comes on for the formation lap. Looks like a Ferrari 1-2, doesn't it? Out of that screen, but the Gooner's car actually is definitely orange. So it's kind of orange in the middle, red on the front, which is, as I said, it looks like a cheetah with a bad case of acne. So okay, everybody's gotten off okay, so it looks like everybody was there and ready. It's a nice silver and red, and kind of reminds me. It's not quite the same, but it does remind me a little bit of the McLaren Silver Arrows McLaren that Lewis won his first title in. It's not the same, but it's just gives me. It's got a resemblance. I thought Andrews had based his on the Mercedes, but I was reliably and quickly informed after I said that actually it's based on the ARCademy logo colours. So that's cool. And that makes it look suspiciously like a Mercedes. Kind of it with the orange and sort of sky blue type colour. Kyle, that is. It's reminding me of something, but I can't remember. It's an old team. Gotcha, that purple and black. It looks awesome. Reminds me of the superhero, the Phantom, is it? Phantom. No, is it a Phantom? I can't remember. Dark blue. Who was that? That was Runner. Getting rather close to Hoff there. Hoff had gotten ahead of Runner at some point for some reason. But in a way, they're lining up for us to get going. Let's go on with. I'd like to go on with Reaper because he's lobby host. As far as I know, he's still lobby host. I don't know. He might not be anymore. So I thought I saw him leaving qualifying at one point. A few disqualifications, but nothing doesn't matter so much. So all the lights are on, and out they go. Away we go. It's Singapore. As there's some great starters. Drops down a couple of places. That's Ripper on his inside, and eventually they come out. Looks like, I was about to say, it looks like everybody gets out okay. Oh, Narvik does have a spin. Lee Craig, goodness knows what's happened to him. He's dropped down to P12. Top Gotcha P13. Apologies for that, but I've absolutely no idea what happened to Lee there. He'll look to, at least he is up and running. I don't think he's got any damage either, so I think he's just looking to get on his way and try and get his way back through the field. Spiky then, who's after Hydra at the moment. He's up into P2. So Hydra up 1. Spiky up 2. Hoff with an unbelievable start is up 5 places. Puffy up 2 as well. Runner up 1. Up 5 as well as Isaac. Great starts from those two. Both up 5 places. Bottom 3 there, all drivers that have dropped down. So Oinarfik have his little spin, but other than that, I'm not sure what's happened to the other two. It's obviously the Gooner set fastest lap on the first lap. Let's have a quick look at the tyres. As you can see, we've got mediums for the current top 4. So the Gooner, Hydro, Spiky, Hoff, all on the mediums. Puffy has gone for hards to start his race. Reaper, runner on mediums. Softs for Isaac, Kyle, and Gotcha down at the back. Lee Craig also on the hards, and Andrews and Oinarfik on mediums. So clearly the hards were a genuine tyre choice here. It's on the 25% races, they do tend to be soft medium or medium soft, but I think Isaac's had a moment. Shot down. Yeah, he's recovering now. Hopefully everything's intact. It looks like it is. Yeah, he's got both end plates, so he's okay, and he's already back running. It's going to be a long way to go in this race yet, just to keep his head and keep going. Getting some places before the end just yet. It's a tough old track, isn't it? Tough as old boots, this one. Yeah, it's just a little run of drivers at the moment. This is 4 drivers in a row. So you've got Hoff is leading this little group, having made that amazing start up 5 places. Puffby then is the car just ahead of us. This is Reaper that we're on board with. Runner is behind us, completing the 4 drivers. So at the moment, everything is still very close. And first to last is still very tight, so easily within a pit stop. So Puffby gets ahead of Hoff. Can Hoff get a move back? Not on this occasion. Hoff would get those assists off. I respect that, I really do. You can do that. I know myself, I've got everything off myself apart from, well, I've got everything I can, I think. I've still got ABS on. I've got the problem is I'm on pad, and it's so difficult on pad for it to take ABS off. I'm sure it's hard enough on wheel, but with pedals and that, but I'd say it's not impossible on pad. It's just got the spikies, caught the back of Hydro. His DRS now active, of course. Let's have a little switch back here. Should get a better exit, but this is going to be it's a really difficult part of the track to lay a move on. I think Spiky realised that and maybe decided not this time. He needs to just be holding on to the gearbox, really. There's no real need to try and, can't get through at this part of the track, so just hold on to the gearbox. If he's close enough, he might get a chance down into turn 1, but the likelihood is use the DRS zone on the pit straight, just to catch back up on right onto the back, and then it's the real chance comes on the straight down to turn 6. Here he is, still close. Everyone's very wide, he'd have got a warning for that, I'm sure. Oh, he just gets a bit of oversteer, a little bit of snap. Comes out the corner, he may still have enough about him here. No, he's just going to run out of tarmac. And that was just the exit from the corner. He just got a little bit of a snap of oversteer. That's ruined the opportunity. And that was Hoff getting back past Puffbeat for P4 again. Yeah, Puffbeat started on the hard tyres, just like Lee Craig, so those two are going deep into this race before pitting. Presumably to go to softs later on and have a real attack for the last sort of, I don't know, 4 laps or something. The soft tyre starters won't be going on here. So I'm sure this isn't going to be a track where they're doing half the race on the softs. So, Spiky this time. It's just chopped off, look. Hydro's managed to get away from him slightly. So just got to start again, Spiky. Don't sort of, don't panic. Don't start rushing into things. Just keep your head. And just prepare it all again. Start again. Showing really good pace to Spiky, and he will definitely feel that P2 is his for the taking. It's just on another track with a much longer DRS straight, I'm sure he'd have no problem getting this place, but Singapore, young Hydro is learned enough that he knows where to put his car to make it difficult for Spiky. Within the rules, of course. See, not close enough this time. Let's just take a look at Puff B as he looks to try and come back at Hoff. Of course, for every lap that ticks away, these hard tyres of Puff B's will be getting better and better. Oh, better and better. I'm just going to move. I think we might have got a little tap of the wall there. Yeah, I'm just going to come down here. So this is this battle. It's actually on the back of Hoff, so it's now extended out. It's not just the 4 cars anymore, it's 6 cars now. And this is Lee, who unfortunately, whatever happened to him at the start, it means he's the man at the back of this. And what makes it even worse is because he started on hard tyres, that early, you know, the option to undercut by pitting early over these guys just isn't there. Have to try and overcut them instead, but that also means being stuck behind them for umpteen laps as well. No, car behind us, we're not quite going to see him, I don't think, but just back in the background there's a little dot. That's Kyle. He was one of our soft starters, so I thought he might have been coming in there, but no, he's going to do another lap. Right, Gotcha and Isaac. Gotcha's in. And Isaac may follow. Does indeed. So, yeah, say those softs. They do not enjoy Singapore very much at all. But they also give you the chance to propel yourself forward at the start. And Isaac got that, didn't he? He was up to 8th. Move forward 5 places. He was up to 8th place. So, certainly got that jump from the start. But, fortunately, the little spin just drops him back down. There goes to mediums. So does Top Gotcha. So I certainly feel you could do soft medium here. There's I guess starting on the hards for Puppy and Lee, perhaps it just opens up their strategy options a little bit as to when they can pit. Perhaps that was the thinking behind it. We've got a yellow flag. I think it was Lee again. I'll say again because he's obviously had something happen to him at the start, but it's Lee. Just drops him off. If he keeps his head, okay, it's not nice to suddenly look up and see 4.8 seconds when you were right on the back of the car ahead, but so if he keeps his head, the guys ahead ain't going to be pitting anytime particularly soon, so he could probably get that time back. Picks up 3 seconds, and I think I'm sure would have got a warning for that. Lee retires in the pits. That's a shame to see. It's a shame. He just kept his head a bit there. He'd have been back on that group. before they pitted, I think, and then they'd have pitted, and he could look to overcut them. But I think maybe, just maybe, the 3-second penalty may have just put the icing on the cake for him and just made him go, no, that's it. That's enough. As Andrews is in for his stop. I don't hear I've hit something which made it go quiet in my headset. Right, let's go back to Spiky's. Caught onto the back again of Hydro. Kyle picks up a warning. Over the line they come. So both, of course, started on the medium tyres. Just a mention for Daguna, by the way. He's picked up a penalty, but absolutely flying out the front. Absolutely flying. Wow, that's not a move you see very often. Then the outside going onto the straight, but look, it's allowed Hydro to come back at him. And they go side by side. It's turn 6. Nicely done. Now we've got the slow right-hander. Yeah, no contact. Nicely done. It looks like Spiky has held the position. Just making a move into that corner allowed Hydro the opportunity to get him back, but just couldn't quite get there in time. Nice bit of racing from the two of them. And that Spiky has been setting that move up for a long time, and he's finally got it. And maybe the fact that he did it into turn 4 instead of waiting for the straight, perhaps that's why he got it done, because he, you know, sort of element of surprise type thing. So this one, it's on the back of Hoff, both past Puffy now. He's just dropped off slightly from them. Remember, Puffy's going to go long on the stint, presumably. Norfolk into the pits for his stop, and oh, that's ambitious. Goes to softs. Got to do 7 laps on those softs. That's very ambitious for Singapore. See if it works for him, but that's a long way to go on a set of softs. So we get a move here. And Reaper gets ahead of Hoff. Is Puffy going to take advantage as well? He's going to have the inside to the corner. And they both get Hoff. So Hoff drops 2. And I think you'll find that Puffy's hards may just be starting to come into their own a little bit here. To say that since he's got past, Spiky about 1.6 up the road now from Hydro in P2, and he's driving nicely. Spiky, he's not disappearing from Hydro. That's one thing. So he's not disappearing away from Hydro. Hydro's keeping him honest. But and just he's on pit entry. It's okay. I thought he'd had a spin or something, but he's actually on pit entry. So into the pits he comes. He'd actually shortened the gap to Daguna to 10 seconds. That was well over 11 seconds earlier on. And in they come then. Spiky to softs. Reaper to softs. But the game must be saying to do this. This must be the lap that the game was saying to pit if you're on a set of mediums to start. So those that are extending their stint slightly, then they will have one lap less on softs will be a significant chunk of time, you know, off of those tyres. So it's a good four attempts or something per lap that those tyres lose. So let's so we've not got any real battles right this second. There are battles, but they're being fought through strategy right now through pit stops. So take a moment to see how some of the drivers we're not seeing too much of are getting on. It's Hydro dropped down now. He's had a moment. Oh, Hydro. Take a breath, mate. Take a breath. Such a good race as well. So hopefully it's not ruined his race. He did have a gap to the next car, so he has glossed out there, as he has generally fallen behind Hoff and Runner. But, let's hope he can still get himself a decent result. He's still sitting in 5th. And in comes our leader, Daguna. Go back to Isaac then. So I suspect Puffy will stay out. No, he won't. Call me a liar. Hoff stays out, so Hoff takes the lead of the Singapore Grand Prix. The way this race is going, I was going to want an interview every week if this is what happens afterwards. See, just want to take a chance to say what some of the guys we're not seeing too much of. This is Isaac. Andrews. Beautiful livery. There he is. Other pit stops going on then. Hydro's now taking his stop, and look where he's dropped to. He's down to P9. And Gotcha's on his way up the straight. I think Hydro would just about hold on ahead of Gotcha. But, yeah, there's Gotcha. Although he's got to get the tyres up to temperature. Soft shouldn't take too long to do that. It's Kyle. And look at Onarfic. Kyle was off these guys a little bit, so he's actually undercut these guys to get back into this. What a job he's done since we last saw him. So he's pitted earlier. Obviously, he started on the softs, if you remember, so went reasonably long on the softs, actually, if I remember rightly, and then he's pitted earlier to the mediums, and that's clearly that undercut has worked an absolute treat. Getting onto the back of these guys, and the fact that he's on mediums to their softs, these guys are pitted, well, Inarfic particularly is pitted early for softs, so he's gonna, yeah, I would suggest that at some point Kyle's tyres are gonna be a better tyre to be on, as Hoff pits from the lead. Spikey sets fastest lap of the race. Do my eyes deceive me? I don't know how, but Spikey is ahead of the Gooner. How has that happened? But the Gooner must have had an incident. He had a 10-second lead. So he pitted a lap later, but he had a 10-second lead. There's no way an overcut makes up 10 seconds. Sorry, an undercut makes up 10 seconds. So I can only assume that the Gooner had an incident of some sort on his in-lap. And now Spikey leads with the Gooner on a penalty. A runner. So there's where Hoff's come out. He's come out in P5. Penalty free. And with a lovely set of softs that's going to do just about the right amount of laps for a set of softs around here on a 25%er. Hello, Rocket League champ. Sorry, I've only just seen your message. I had my phone on my chest. I wasn't even looking at it. So yeah, sorry about that. Hey, Nigel as well. if you look, just scroll up Rocket League. I posted the you could join through Facebook, and if you just scroll up to, there's a post by ARCademy-Round. That's me, and you join that Facebook group, answer the questions. Okay, so answer the entry questions on the Facebook group, and one of the league admins will see that, and as long as you've answered the questions okay, they will invite you into the Discord. And there's plenty of information on the Facebook group as well, so that you can find out about the league as well. This runner makes a nice move on the inside into turn 1 on Hoff. Yeah, difficult driver of the day choice today, you know. Hoff coming back at runner. He's into the outside. Oh, Hoff. We know if it get involved there. So backs back out of it. So, two leaders battling. I really have no idea how these guys have ended up next to each other on track. It's unreal. Reaper as well, suddenly in P3. I don't know. It's got Puffby on the back of him, but Puffby with a penalty. Runner, I think, for the first time in the race, has got a clear track ahead of him. 7.5 seconds of clear road. Should be nice for him to drive into, as long as he can keep Hoff behind. Oh, not sure what's happened there, but Andrews has managed to get back ahead of Isaac. I can only assume again that that's Isaac's maybe had a little spin or something. Here's opportunity again just to see them a little bit. So, let's get everybody involved if we can. Here is the inside. Is he going to make that? Oh, he's gone a bit deep, and he lets Spiky back through. Yeah, fair play to Gunnar. That's good sportsmanship. Tried to do the old last of the late breakers on Spiky, but clearly went too deep into the corner, not leaving room. And his sense of good sportsmanship told him to give the place back immediately, and he did. So I am going to be touring on a driver of the day today. Spiky clearly has had an exceptional race. Those of you that tune in regularly, whether it's on the Sunday or into one of my streams elsewhere, then you will know that I don't give driver of the day to anybody who has a penalty. So unfortunately, Puffby's out of the running, and I think Puffby's had a great race, but he's out of the running for driver of the day. But so yeah, I think at the moment, I've got to be honest, I think at the moment it's probably between Spiky and Reaper. There's no doubt that if not for that spin that Hydro had, he would have definitely been up there. Such a shame for him. That was such a good race, but these things happen, particularly at tracks like Singapore. So difficult. It's an opportunity for Daguner back into the lead, but it is the final lap, so unless he could pull 3 seconds out. Is it 3 seconds? Let's have a quick look. No, it's 6 seconds. So, well, they do well to pull that out. Spiky tries to come back at him. Ultimately, Spiky, I think, just needs to hold on to the back now. I think last lap. No point in trying anything silly and risking your whole race. As Hoff makes a move on Runner. Oh, Runner hits the bind. Hits the back of him. Oh, that one might need looking at. But Hoff will spin it back round. He's going to resume in P8. His car goes through to 7. Narfik's up to 6. Runner gets past Narfik there. Like that was a little bit pushy as well. But There we have it. Let's go to the front as Daguna does show his pace. Now he's back past Spiky, but obviously 6 seconds will prove too much. And Daguna crosses the line as first, but Spiky will win the Singapore Grand Prix in ARCademy. Daguna P2, Reaper P3. There he is, Puffy P4. Superb race, Puffy. I will say, if it wasn't for his 3-second penalty, I would give driver a day to Puffy, but you know, I'm not going to break my rule. And for that reason, I think I'm really torn. I think I've got to give it to Spiky. I mean, he was 10 seconds behind the gun. I don't know how that's happened, but there you go. Runner P5, or Narfit P6, Hoff 7. Maybe a little bit of Swedish cheers going on there. I really don't know who was at fault for that, but it's definitely Runner hit the back of him, but it did seem like Hoff moved across quite late. I don't know. It's one of those. It could be looked at. Kyle P8, Hydro P9, Top Gotcha finishes P10. Andrews is going to come across 11. Isaac has already finished in P12. So well done, Isaac, as well. And Top Gotcha and Andrews. Difficult race. We know this. We know it's difficult. Now I'm going to try. Thanks for joining as well. I'm not sure how to say your name, but 5Tad ZZZZ. Reaper, if you can hear me, I'm going to invite you guys in for a podium interview. I want to start getting podium interviews and pre-race interviews done in ARC if we can. So there's our podium boys. I'm just going to move on from that. But fastest lap as well, by the way, to Daguna, 140.1. But ultimately lost the win because of the 6 seconds of penalties. So I'm going to invite everybody in. The top 3, that is, not everybody. I don't want to speak to everybody. That would be absolutely insane. And we'll see if they all join. It'd be nice if they did. Half, unlucky half. The end there. Report him off. Reaper's joining, look. Reaper's gonna do it. Spikey's joining, excellent. Come on, Daguna, let's have a full podium. Hello. Hello, Spikey. Don't forget to include your audio, boys. Just waiting to see if Daguna joins as well. I'll send him another invite because obviously he won't be expecting it. Alright, well, we'll move on with them in a way. So, Reaper, you've included your audio, mate, yeah? Yeah, excellent. Congratulations, mate. Podium for you today. I'm not sure where it came from because you were happily driving around in sort of 5th, 6th, that sort of area. And then once all the pit stops sort of, you know, came out and everybody knew where they were again, you were suddenly in P3. And, yeah, you've gone on and taken that P3 by quite a way as well. So it's a superb bit of driving. Give us an idea. What was it like out there today? Yeah. Yeah, fair play. Hold on, certainly Puffby. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, had an absolutely superb race. Just picked up that penalty, which meant, you know, that even if he had got past you, you'd have got the place back on that in a way. But yeah, he definitely had a good race today, though. Driver of the day. I have given it was between you, Reaper, and Spiky, and I've gone with Spiky on this occasion. For picking up the win. So yeah, but absolutely. So yeah, what was the start like today, Reaper? Was it a bit manic at the start? Fair enough. Yeah. Okay. All right. We come on to well, it's gonna have to be Spiky then. Doesn't look like Taguna's gonna join. So Spiky, congratulations, mate. P1. was on penalties in the end. De Gooner clearly had some immense pace. But I don't know how it happened. When you actually pitted, you were 10 seconds behind. Um, I don't know what happens to Gooner, and suddenly I looked up and you were ahead of him after he pitted. So unless the undercut was worth 10 seconds today, which I'd be pretty shocked, I can only assume he's had an incident or something on his in lap. But yeah, you had a great battle throughout early doors with Hydro, trying to get past him, and funny enough, actually got him into turn 4 in the end, which is a strange place to ever take. But round the outside, very nice move. Give us your point of view on that one. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, definitely. And to be fair, in our academy, you've been sort of threatening in a win for weeks, or well, since the start of the season, really. So it's good to see you pick one up, and I think there are probably going to be more to come before the end of the season. Hope there is, anyway. Um, but yeah, so anyway, the battle with Hydro then. So it's yeah, I mean, Hydro, he just kept putting his car in the right places, really. It's impossible to overtake around there, apart from really the pit straight is an opportunity if you somehow come out right on their gearbox at the final corner, but then down to turn 6 really is the only real possibility here, isn't it? And it's, but yeah, you decided to do it in turn 4 around the outside, which was definitely the move of the day, so congratulations on that. And as I say, my driver of the day today, superb race from you. Um, So a couple of drivers start on the hard tyres, guys. Did that was that anything? Was the game suggesting that as an option? No. Oh, it did for you. Okay. Oh right, and you had to change your strategy to go to the because you started on the mediums, didn't you? Yeah. So you had to change your strategy to be able to start on the mediums. So yeah, I think that's what's happened to Lee as well, and he's unfortunately wasn't too pleased about it because he didn't want that. But yeah, uh, yeah, because he went backwards from the start. Anyway, guys, well, congratulations on your podiums. If the Gooner's out there somewhere, then congratulations to him as well on P2. Obviously unlucky for him not to pick up the win after being so far front, but still well done. And also, shout out to Puffby as well, who had an absolutely superb race. And Hydro, just unlucky, mate. Try again next week. Just one of them. Just had a spin, unfortunately, dropped him down the order. But yeah, otherwise, that's a good fun race at Singapore. I'm just having a quick look at the calendar, guys. We are at. It's race calendar. There we go. Oh, here we go. This bird takes ages to load. There we go. Right. Singapore. We're at. Oh, good. Goodness me. We're at the Temple of Speed next week, Monza, Italy. Um, what do you guys think about that? It's a bit of a. You like it? It's a it's a bit rough on this year's game though. The races there tend to turn into a bit of a wreck fest this year. I don't know why. Whether it's the size of the cars or not, I don't know. But yeah. Um, I'll be honest. I've comsed it a lot. It's because it is a popular track, but I've comsed it a lot. And there's hopefully then next week will be the first good race I've had there because they've been horrendous this season. But yeah, we'll find out. But all right then, guys. Well, congratulations to you. Thanks to everybody that's watched along live with me. Kept me entertained, and we've had a couple of people in the chat asking if they could join. I've pointed them in the direction of the Facebook group, so please, guys, just jump into Facebook, answer the questions, and one of the admins will come and help you out and get you into the Discord. Other than that, thanks to everybody that's watched live. Thanks to everybody that watches back. We will be back on Monday, tomorrow now, for F2. Is that 8 o'clock, Reaper, F2? Yeah, excellent. Yeah, so 8 o'clock tomorrow night for F2, and then 8 o'clock Wednesday for the Pros tier, and Realistic on Thursday. So we'll see you then, guys. Don't forget to pick up some Rafe Energy Drink with your special code of Arc Racing at the checkout for the 10% off, and we'll see you again soon. Good night. God bless. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.